Take a look at these three works of art and see what's in common. Do you notice that each drawing is made from one line that just squiggles and twists and turns to make the shape of the object? Well, these are called continuous line drawings. A continuous line drawing is done without picking your pencil off of the paper. It is essentially a drawing with one single long line. Of course, you can see that these artists have different variations of detail. Some have very simple lines. In the guitar, there's a lot more line work that went into all the detail too. Some can be really simple, some can be pretty complex. A few artists are famous for their continuous line drawings. One is Pablo Picasso. He's a very well-known artist, and he challenged himself by having to draw objects or imagery with one single line, and he really started simplifying his objects as well. DTF, or differently, is an artist who lives in Paris, and he is very famous for his minimal line art. See if you can trace a line all the way through his image. You'll need a few materials for your continuous line drawing. One is some paper. Use a few different sheets of paper, that way you can draw the same thing over again and continue to improve your artwork. I have a Sharpie, or you could use a regular marker or a pen. And then make sure you have objects to draw. Choose a few different ones so you can test it out. I have a plant here, and I have one of my model mannequins that I might try drawing as well. After you have those materials, then you can get started. When you're starting your continuous line drawing, make sure you are focusing on the shapes of the object that you're looking at, all the different detail, because we want to draw accurately from observation, but then also remember not to pick your pencil or drawing utensil off of the paper. Let's get started. All right, so here's the continuous line drawing that I did. You can see in this section I lost my spot and wasn't sure how to reconnect when I was at the arm, how to reconnect with drawing the rest of the body, and so I just had to add a line. And if you end up having to do that, that's okay. It's all about just working with your line and making sure you don't pick your pencil up off your paper. I had a lot of fun with that, so I'm going to do one more. This time I'm going to draw my cactus. Once you're done with your continuous line drawing, you can do another version of the same object and see how you can simplify the line even more, or just practice improving on your observational drawing skills. Since I drew on thicker paper for the cactus, what I'm going to do is just take some washable markers and show you a neat technique if you have water as well. I'm just going to color over some of my lines and trace over my lines with the washable marker, and then I'll show you the next step. After you color your drawing with washable marker, you can use water. If you have a spray bottle, you could spray it, or a sponge, you could sponge it on. You could even try dripping it on. I just have a little container of water here and a brush, and I'm going to paint over the washable marker. You'll see that it starts to bleed together. because these are water soluble, they dissolve in water. You can add some extra nice detail to your artwork with some really, really simple tools. Whether you just work on drawing with pencil or marker, your continuous line drawing, or if you go the extra step and add a little bit of color, practice on being mindful of what you are drawing and where your line goes. And don't forget to have fun and take that line on an adventure.